it has been a crazy couple of days. Pat from Tempcast, we're at my house. You guys know this. We are installing a masonry heater, and Pat and his crew have been working non-stop to try to get this thing done. We're on day 3. Things are moving along nicely. He has made, I'll have to show you this bench. So we're doing a wraparound bench, heated bench. And there's a ton of work that goes into this. So Pat has been spending the better part of the morning cutting the cuts and placing it together. So he's dry stacking it all, and then we're going to be putting it together. So I'll let Pat talk to you when he's ready to kind of give you the rundown. This thing is going to be awesome.
Good morning. We've got we got everything cut and dry fit. This isn't to full height yet. I'm just going to drop this in here to show you how this is going to work. So okay. This is the heated bench. So the flue gases go in from the firebox. Maybe you guys haven't seen this yet. They go in the firebox and then they come up through.
So they go right through here, Pat. They'll have the door. It goes through there.
The air comes in through here.
Yep.
And then from there it comes up into here. Remember that slot that we had here. So all the air comes in right into the door, and it comes into the firebox from the top and bottom. And then it goes up through the throat and into the firebox. And this is a secondary combustion chamber, so the flue gases get mixed in here, and then it goes up to a chamber up above here.
Okay.
Then it splits and it comes down both sides. So then, when it's routed through the bench, the flue gases from over there come around the back side, and they go into the bench, and they come all the way around there. And then this is the chimney. Chimney will go, straight up.
Wait a minute, so it's gonna go to my house? There's no pipe going up through the roof?
There's a pipe going up through the roof. This is a damper that we're gonna put on here as well. So that you can shut this so that, cold air doesn't come down, and you open it when you have a fire.
Okay.
This other thing here, this is your bypass damper that we installed earlier.
Okay, show them turning it.
Yep, so.
Then I'll show them down here.
Right, so.
If we can see it.
Yeah, so this is open.
Yep, I see it. Yep.
And that's closed. And the reason you would use this is to get the chimney hot. Like if the heater's cold, you don't want to go through the bench first. It's just too long of a path. You want to open up your bypass damper, get this fire going strong first, and then you can close the bypass damper and force the flue gases through the bench. There'll be enough heat there in the chimney to keep the draft strong.
Okay.
Yep.
So do you want to explain to them real quick, like this is really, really custom. This isn't like, you don't sell this. You have to have someone on site.
Right, yeah, it's our hope that someday we can sell a kit for this kind of a thing. But this is how we do it. And for right now, this is how a heater mason does this for you, is they use regular 8x12 flue tile. We make lots of cuts to, because there's 45s in the corner. Oftentimes we'll install some brick in here to kind of round that off to smooth this transition out a little bit. You're going to have a tall chimney, so you're going to have good draft.
Yeah.
So we're in good shape there. And then there's clean outs as well. Those have to be cut in as well. So clean out right here. We got to be able to access this entire long horizontal path to be able to vacuum it out, because there's going to be ash. It's just called fly ash, and it's just exactly what it sounds like. It's ash that just kind of flies through the system, and then it just drops. It descends onto the bottom floors of wherever there's a horizontal surface. So you've got to have access to all of your horizontal surfaces. This one here will give you access to the bottom back of the heater as well, and this side here, and then all halfway through there, and then on the other side we've got the same thing, so that you can have access to everything. And if you need to clean it, someone ever burns wet wood in here.
Yeah. So we actually talked about that at dinner last night. Do you want to explain real quick with that? Or?
Sure, yeah. So with a masonry heater, you can only burn wood that is seasoned. So it needs to be seasoned cordwood, which means cut and split, hopefully for a year. Some woods dry out quick enough in 6 months, but what you're looking for is 20% moisture content or less. Okay. If it's more than 20%, the problem with that is that the fire won't get hot enough to consume all of the wood. You'll wind up with creosote starting to form because the fire's too cold.
So when you burn just the seasoned wood, what kind of buildup should you expect?
For creosote? None ever.
Isn't that awesome?
None ever.
Awesome.
Right. Yeah. I've had people call me and say, we've had our Tempcast for 30 years, and we just felt like we should have a chimney guy look at it. Now, we recommend you do that every year anyway, but this person hadn't done it. And they're like, the chimney sweep went in there and he said, this thing looks like it's brand new.
That's awesome.
Like the day it was built.
That's so awesome.
It's as clean as a whistle. So Yep, it should never get creosote. And as long as you're burning 20% or less moisture content wood, and you have a chimney that's tall enough, we recommend 18 feet with an 8-inch diameter chimney.
Yep.
As long as you got that, you're going to have draft, and you're not going to have a problem burning clean.
Awesome.
Very, very clean. When this is burning, you'll look out at your chimney, you won't see smoke coming out. It's just
really
clear flue gases.
That's awesome.
You don't even know. Nope, your neighbors won't even know you're burning because
I didn't know that.
There's no smoke.
That's crazy. But can you still smell the smoke?
You can still smell it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Because there's still flue gases coming out.
I want to walk outside, Patrick, and smell the wood burning.
You'll smell it.
Because I'm in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
It's part of the experience.
You only see smoke for the first 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
Like when it's getting going when the fire's cold.
Yeah.
Because when the fire's cold, that's when it's burning inefficiently.
That's
Once
crazy.
you get over 1,000 degrees, 1,200 degrees, it's so efficient that it's consuming 99+% of all of the solids within the wood.
I think when we're done with this, before you leave, we need to go over all the pros. I haven't heard any cons.
Well, you need 20% moisture content wood or less.
Yeah.
That is your one stipulation. Or if you don't want to do that, you can't have a masonry heater. That's it.
So you have to
can't
want to
have
do it.
Right.
So what you're telling me is I'm probably going to be buying some seasoned wood
Most
this year.
people, the first year, they wind up buying seasoned wood.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And that's just because it's just not something. It's hard to have that much foresight.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I bought 2-3 cords of seasoned wood my first year with my heater too. It's just the way it goes sometimes. But then after that, then you chop wood all winter or whatever, or even in the spring, and most of the time you're pretty good for the next season. So
I think in this video we're gonna show you building this out. We're gonna show this building out, and then the next one, whatever we do after that, I think that's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
It looks neat like this. How you got all laid out and stuff.
Yep. So that all gets mortared together, and then we'll be able to come over here, and then we'll start building up the wood box as well. We'll get the stone slabs in here today. We'll get the chimneys built up as well, and the wrap on that.
Sweet.
And I think we're going to start doing some stone veneer on this today too.
We'll save that part for another video.
Sounds good.
So you guys seen he's got all dry stacked. I'm going to show you in this video everything but putting the rock on here. We're going to finish that up because we don't want a 2-hour long video. So that's what we're going to do. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video today. This thing it's been an experience. I love it. Hope you guys are loving the series on this build because I know it's going to help. If you're out there and wanting one of these, and you want to do it yourself, this is going to pretty much a step-by-step tutorial of videos, and Pat explains everything very well. So this is going to help someone out there for sure.
System, I kind of like just you have this drop right here.
Yeah.
So the chimney also gets fly ash that kind of just descends, after a while too. So this becomes a decent little area for
you scoop it out.
Yeah. And suck it out with a vacuum or something.
Oh, that'd be easy.
So we're just gonna cut up some of our ceramic wool strips into thinner strips, and we're gonna use those as gaskets between the flue gas path and the clean out so that that's all sealed up in there. So that's all we're doing right now with that.
Pretty important step though.
Yes, you want to get that sealed up. do is we smear the inside of it too. We want to go in there with a sponge and just wipe it smooth so that there's no chunks and making it difficult for the flue gases to travel through.
So what's up with that hole down there?
All right, so yeah, a couple things. One thing we forgot to do that we were chatting about is on the inside, which you'd have to stick your camera in the inside. Underneath of this, down here, there's a slot. The slot is open all the way through here.
Yep.
So that the ash pit, we want to seal that slot off. We don't want air being able to come in through that and go up, because it'll go up through the grate, and then that'll mess up the efficiency of the burn.
Okay.
So we're gonna stick some brick in there to seal that off. And then this here, we're getting ready to install the air intake door, which I've just kind of fitted a piece of ductwork to.
Yeah.
And that's gonna bring air in. We'll slide the ductwork underneath the flue channels here so that it goes into this air slot here and then it gets up into the door.
I got you. I was wondering how you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So we're going to, we're getting close. We just got this last piece set here. But what we're going to do now is just take regular mortar and we're going to just put it all over the top. We've got some distance between this and this. You want to be relatively close, probably not more than, it depends on your slab. You're looking for an overall thickness of about 4 inches.
Okay.
Clay flue tiles about 3/4 of an inch. We've got about 1 inch to add to that. Sort of 1 3/4, and then the stone that we got is 2 1/4, so we got about 4 inches exactly.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is just screed off, kind of like screeding concrete.
Yeah.
Just between the stones, so that the mortar level is level with the concrete top. And then when we set those stones, they're gonna go up on maybe an 1/8 inch shim or 1/16 inch shim. They're just gonna be just separated from that mud.
Okay.
So there's really close contact to that for ease.
Awesome.
Yep. So that's what we're doing.
Okay, so just finishing up on the bench part of it. Patrick's got it all connected, and Luke is just putting that top part on there like Patrick talked about. So we'll let him tell you what we're doing next, or what they're doing next. I'm just videoing.
Start working on the wood box and the chimney. So we'll start laying, there's a couple more pieces on the ground level, and then we'll start stacking up these pieces here. Should go pretty quick. And then after that, we're gonna put the stone caps on the bench itself.
Awesome.
We'll make this damper connection for the chimney. The chimney has a damper as well, besides that bypass damper. Okay. And once all of that is done, then we're just ready to start putting stone on.
Awesome. Yep. It's getting exciting.
It's getting close.
You want to explain what you're doing real quick?
Yeah. So we're getting ready to set this chimney damper and the chimney support. It's just an anchor plate. It's been converted, so it's a Class A chimney damper anchor plate, but then we're sliding in a wood stovepipe adapter so that we can switch to just standard double wall black pipe to the ceiling box. Okay. And that's got an adjustable telescoping length, which is really nice for this kind of a situation.
Awesome. So you got the arm there.
Yep. So we're going to mount this into the mortar joint so it doesn't move, and then we'll cut this pipe here so that this pin fits in it, so it locks open, locks shut. So
okay. Awesome.
You can open the damper, close the damper, and yeah, and then we'll keep building up a little ways, and we'll cap it right about here so everything operates. So we'll have a chimney damper here, a bypass damper here on top of stuff.
Perfect.
That sits on top of a gasket, and we'll throw in one more course of block, which I'm going to have to cut down just a touch.
Okay, so they got all the stone set over here for the stovepipe going up, and they're going to start working on the wood box next. And we got a little supervisor over here. Hey, wake up, wake up.
What's going on, guys?
So he's coming over here, he's scouting this out. He may be getting one soon. Kevin, you need to get one for your house. Get rid of that old stove you got.
This is pretty dang neat so far.
Pretty neat, huh?
I haven't seen it work yet, though. That's the next.
You have to wait a few weeks.
Yep.
Let's get it on top of it. If we can like get it onto that one, then I can move my fingers. Yeah.
Okay, can you? I got it pretty good if you can move your hand out of there. There you go.
Okay.
Hold up on this, and that iron is going to have to come over a touch anyway, regardless. Slide it into place. Okay, get the mallet. Slowly set it right up against that steel.
Got it.
Okay. Right above there, yep.
Okay, they are cutting the last part of the bench. They're going to cut it to fit where just one big piece just sit down in there, and the bench area will be done. Then they got the top cap, and then the cap that goes over the where the pipe, the stove pipe comes out. It is looking awesome. Brandy, you want to come look at it? Yes. Brandy's been gone for a few hours getting the girls and doing some other errands, and she hasn't seen what we got done so far. Or with that, I keep saying we. I've helped a little bit, but I've learned pretty much get out of their way and let them do it because they got a system, and I'm literally just will slow them down.
I've seen this part. Well, I saw that one.
Got the bench going down. Look at the wood thing. You got that done.
Oh yeah, I hadn't seen that side.
That'll all be rock.
So this side is going to be the chimney.
Yeah, so it goes up to right here. Then we have the black pipe like the one we seen in Minnesota. Just like a 4-foot piece of black
What's
pipe.
in there now? Nothing?
Yeah, it's all the way up
It's
to.
already there.
Yeah, it's up to right here. So you just got to fit the pipe.
Yeah.
That's gonna look amazing.
Might sink us a little bit. See what happens. I've got this on the other side of the other. So what we're going to do in a situation like this is push it hard against this wall here so that it can't fall, you know? Drop down. Because it's leaning slightly downhill this way. So someone spills a drink up there, it doesn't go behind the wall.